YouTuber Nick Shirley back at a daycare in Minnesota he alleged was a fraudulent facility in a now viral video.
People are going to say this is a left or right issue, but no, fraud is fraud. And so I'm not out here trying to put a twist on things.
Shirley's viral video, released over the weekend, in which he says he's uncovering tens of millions of dollars in fraud at Minneapolis daycares run by the Somali community, was retweeted by Elon Musk and Vice President J.D. Vance. In the video, Shirley tries to open locked doors and talk to people at various daycares he claims are frauds.
Did you come during their normal operating hours when you came to visit?
I came at 11 a.m., I believe, and I also came the following day later in the day. The point of it is not whether or not I came at the right time of their operation hours. The point is that blacked out doors, they can't give you any information. You call that number, no one answers. I wasn't trying.
So my thing is, and you know, that was a good statement by Nick Shirley. Shout out to Nick Shirley for boots on the ground all over the nation. He's exposing Minnesota for what they really are. The question I had for this reporter: why worried about the business hours that you came to the facility and like outside of normal hours? So this fraud been going on for so long, and it had to take a self-journalist like Nick Shirley, who's come to y'all state, y'all city, and find out all of this. So there was no civilians, no citizens inside the community that didn't bring this to the forefront. There was nobody outside doing what Nick Shirley doing out there, exposing a lot of this fraud. And it was reported 60 daycares in one area. How is that even possible? I don't get it. Shout out to Nick Shirley for exposing this. And the only thing she could worry about was, and she asked me, is he sure or not? And, did he go to after business hours and stuff like that? He's telling the doors and windows were blacked out, like as if it was just like a abandoned building. And on top of that, it spelled the name wrong on top of that. Leering Center. This is crazy, man.
And to go inside, and there should be a way for somebody to actually be able to call that number and somebody to be able to answer. These aren't real businesses.
But surely you don't think a daycare should just be unlocked. You shouldn't be able to just walk into a daycare.
Be a reception.
No, every daycare is locked.
Have their doors are locked.
And so, okay, you bring up a fair point. Then why can't they actually give me information how to enroll a child?
Federal law enforcement has been investigating.
They can't even tell you that.
Fraud in Minnesota for several years. Both Attorney General Pam Bondi and FBI Director Kash Patel said on social media they've indicted dozens of defendants. DHS has posted multiple videos of agents they say are conducting a massive fraud investigation.
Do you think that federal law enforcement hasn't done enough? I mean, they would say, look, these fraud cases have been going on, but they've already done like 80 indictments. The cases have been going on, for years.
And why did I show up one day in Minnesota and go to all these daycares, no children? They're receiving millions of dollars. We uncovered nearly $110 million in fraud in one day.
How do you know?
This goes to show these news outlets, man, these CNNs and MSNBC, all of them is just disingenuous, man, because look how they get coming in with questions. Instead of them finding out more about the information that we even see, just to look into the information to see if he's correct or not, they want to just, this goes how biased they are. They're questioning him about billions of dollars that's been, laundered through that community. And still ain't no pushback. It's not no pushback for none. They questioning him, what are you doing in our everything? And then they address him as a MAGA supporter, conservative, Republican. They don't even say self-journalist or YouTube. They'll say a little YouTube, but they got to come behind the MAGA and all that. This is crazy, man. They're trying to exploit, the person instead of the problem. It's show you, man, these people just disingenuous.
So that all the allegations that you're making are true.
How do I know that they're true? Well, we showed you guys what was happening, and then you guys can go ahead and make your own analysis.
We're coming so we can make our own analysis. Are you 100% sure you're true?
Yeah, I am 100% sure I'm true.
CNN is looking.
Why wouldn't he be? He knocked on every door down the street. Man, I tell you, boy, they
Looking into Shirley's claims.
Hi, my name's Whitney Wild. I'm a correspondent for CNN.
We reached out to several of the daycares featured in the now viral video. Only one daycare facility answered and said they are a legitimate business.
Have you seen the videos, purporting that some of these daycares don't have kids inside?
Minnesota Republicans say despite the new focus from the Trump administration, they have been sounding the alarm on fraud for years.
these people lying. They knew what was going on. Tim Waltz, the governor of the city, don't know what's going on. Like we just all gonna sit here and say, and oh, well, he don't know. And all this is moving right up on his nose. Unless he don't know if he didn't have a hand in it. That's the only way I can see it. But for if you to even be the governor of that city or that town, how you not know? All these Somalians just getting all this money, new cars, and getting put it on government assistance, getting all this help, the assistance, but your people in your own backyard can't get nothing. Hey, I don't feel sorry for none one of them up there. They to get deported, just get deported. And, for them to look down upon as the Americans, we just the bottom of their shoe. Man, these people deserve everything they get. And they know they've been doing no investigation, because if they have, they would have been correct this long time ago. Hey, when they take, no offense, Nick Shirley, but some white boy to come way across country to expose your own city. It doesn't make any sense to me.
We have talked about fraud. We have gotten stories. We've tried to push this forward every way that we can.
At the daycare where Shirley showed back up, a stream of children walk inside.
You're saying that this is a fraudulent daycare. There's kids being dropped off right now.
Yes.
Oh, they're trying to cover all that up now. He exposing all this now. Something they want to open it up and bring the children in front at the daycare now. But when he knocked on these doors the other day, he said there was no one in the building. There was one lady in one building. She came and opened the door, but she can't answer no questions. He said he wanted to enroll, shooting some game, wanted to enroll a child to a school. She couldn't even give him no information or who to call or nothing like that. Then when you call them, nobody answering the phone. These people just playing in your face, man. These Democrats, boy.
A week ago, this place was closed. Did you know They're showing face right now.
A viral video, disputed claims, and their full fallout remains to be seen.
Dozens of fraud cases that DOJ is touting began during the Biden administration. Back in 2022, the U.S. Attorney's Office for Minnesota announced 47 indictments for this massive fraud scheme. Since then, they've indicted more than 30 more people, and in total, they have secured at least 56 convictions. Whitney Wild, CNN, Minneapolis.
The group chat is back to talk about.
So that was that on that video clip. I'm about to show one with him on PBD on his podcast. And, Nick goes on the shout out to PBD. He's doing things over there. So Nick Shirley's on this podcast. He's breaking things down where, what he witnessed, boots on the ground, and the activity that he ran across. And he's sharing that with PBD. So let's see what he had to say.
Fraud. No, for instance, can you answer our question? Where's Safari Transportation Company 607? It's not there.
How much money are you? How much money are you making?
Dreamline Security.
How much money are you making?
I make money off of YouTube. That's how I make my money.
Exactly. So you're making money off of sensationalizing.
That's my job.
And attacking the Somali community.
I'm not attacking you guys. We're asking.
I'll tell you the reason why this is happening. All right. Let me tell you the reason why you're attacking this.
Correct.
Yes.
This has nothing to do with race. This is fraud.
This is absolutely has to do with us being Muslim.
No, it does not.
All right, and us being from Africa. This is a constitutional argument. If you don't want us here, change the freedom of religion. Say, listen, we don't want Muslims in this country anymore.
We're not saying
no. Because when I go onto your comments, when I go onto your comments, what I see is people that say not want Muslims here. Kick every single Muslim in Minnesota out of Minnesota.
That's the comment.
You're preparing for the Somali community to maybe be taken to concentration camps. Just from the Japanese community. All right. You're sensationalizing.
No, we're not.
All right, something that
we're asking about
fraud. What you do.
He's talking to the Somali, and he's upset that Nick's, exposing a lot of their corrupt and fraudulent activity. And he's, mad at Nick about who he's with, who he working for, why you around here, those kind of suspect questions and stuff like that. But Nick out there just really doing his job. He got the right to go on in the state in every way, in every way that he wants. That's why he has such a big following. And he's got just pretty much upset, man. He don't want to, stuff is getting hot now. The seat is real hot. Minnesota is very hot. They're cracking down. Soon, probably in the day now, I won't be surprised if it's New Year's, Trump make a play, just go ahead and just put all of them in handcuffs. That's what it should have been a long time ago. But once again, it started all up under the Biden administration. Vote blue no matter who. So this is what we get.
You hate Muslims.
I'm not saying I hate
You hate Muslims. Why are you attacking us? Are we the only community that suffers because of fraud?
We're talking about
Are
fraud.
we the only community that does fraud? Listen, let me say something.
Fraud.
We have what, 1,000 providers?
Okay, what did he just say?
Even it's 2,000.
Are we okay? Let it continue because it's important what he's saying here. Sorry.
Sacrifice the safety of 80,000 people because of fucking 2,000 providers? Are you fucking mad?
Really?
Are you stupid? You're sensationalizing.
Dude, I
What
love
when
your
a mass
courage.
shooting happens in Minnesota?
That's what you can't teach, folks.
If any Somali,
Oh
one
my
single
God.
Somali gets hurt, it's because of you sensationalizes. You son of a bitch. Sensationalizes.
Wow, you're
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
Very nice.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood. Get the fuck out of our
Oh,
neighborhood.
let me
We don't
tell
want
you.
Rude, ain't it?
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, you white girl, you go work while I'm paying for this. Yes, you know which one I'm talking about. I sent that to you yesterday. And
The entitlement's insane from
the
these people.
level of boldness. What is the energy while you're talking to this guy in that video? What happened afterwards? Did he leave? Did cops come? Did security come? What happened afterwards?
A whole mob of Somalis came. They stopped the street and they just
How
started
many
honking.
people?
Probably at least 10.
And
or
were
so.
did they at all at any point try to hit you, swing at you, or no?
That guy kept coming after me, and security had to keep getting in front of him.
Your security or his security?
My security.
So you had to hire security for the second time around you went to Minnesota.
Oh yeah, I had to get massive security for this video. I had 4 people with me because of how crazy these people got. I mean, literally, they pushed me. That guy pushed me off the street. He came after me, and you see, they try to call you Islamophobe or racist. I'm like, well, answer the question. Where is Safari transportation? Is it?
Yo, real quick, once again, shout out to Nick Shirley, man, for doing the Lord's work, because this is a very dangerous job that he's doing. You can't just go in other people's territories and, outside of your realm, and, you got other religions, and, you just don't know what you pretty much compromise on a lot of exposure out there, and you never know what you're going to run up on. And shout out to him for, saying dropping his nuts in some of these, in these territorial places. And he just keep getting content, man. But, he need to, hopefully stay careful too, man, and keep them bodyguards and security around. It's a dangerous job.
Right here, because the address says it's right here from the state of Minnesota, but it's a wiring company. It's for money. And he wouldn't answer the question. They can't, they know fraud's happening. Like, that guy dang well knows that fraud's happening inside his place. He said, are we the only community that commits fraud? Are you only coming after us because we commit fraud? And
yeah, it's pretty wild. This is the clip of a guy, and we verified on X to see if it's real or not. This is a Somali guy. Look what he's, folks, if you're wondering, like, hey, be fair with this community, be fair with that community, and all this other stuff, it's very simple. Find out for yourself on what they're saying. Watch the energy of this guy. What does this decrease your blood pressure, or does it increase your blood pressure? Go ahead, Rob.
You work all day. You don't got shit. Thank you for working so hard so I can be home all day, free. I can use my EBT. Go to work for me, white boy, white girl. Yeah. Go to work for me, you white animals. Work for me. And the U.S. government they work for me. All of you work for me. Now go to work.
By the way,
the audacity of this clown. The audacity. And if he's saying that about white people, you can only imagine what they're thinking about blacks. All the ones that in there and y'all white apologists that's going in there protecting these people, protesting and stuff. What you out there for? And you see how they talking to you? This is type of stuff, man. It's just y'all. Most of y'all just really mentally ill out here in this world, man, and protecting people like this. But once they come at your doorstep, then all of a sudden now you're a victim. Y'all clowns to me.
I showed this to Jake. I said, "Is this 3D?" He starts laughing. I said, "Is this AI?" He says, "Pat, that doesn't look like." Every second he's watching it, he started going like, maybe it is AI because this doesn't sound right for. So this is the chart. This is a very important chart, guys.
81%.
81. Can you tell them what this chart is, Nick, please?
Yeah, so this chart showing the population of Somalis inside of Minnesota compared to native households. And you're having 81% of the Somali population is on welfare.
Look at this, man. 81% on welfare. And there's 27% with cash. You got 54% with food stamps and 73% with Medicaid. And this is just the Somalians alone. This is, he gonna break it down.
And 54% on food stamps and 73% on Medicaid. So it's not even, and I'll tell you why there's so many and why they're able to do this is, for instance, just take the daycares, for example. So a Muslim man, he's able to have 4 wives. They go and work at these daycares. They don't actually get any tax. They don't get any, how do you say, like to get taxed? These people don't actually get taxed, or they don't actually file that they're working. So they're just getting paid cash, as you saw in the video. And so then when they go to the office and whatnot, they're able to say, well, we need money because we're not working. And so you have 4, you could have up to 4 wives all collecting welfare for one marriage.
What a business model.
Yeah. And
crazy.
They're all living inside these communities. And so their money is just getting funneled around, literally billions of dollars is getting funneled around inside of these communities. And they're also collecting welfare on top of it. So they don't pay for their food. They're not paying for their housing because they're all on welfare. Meanwhile, they're getting cash because the money they get from CCAP, from these daycares, for instance, is all tax exempt. And then just wait till I tell you guys about how they're moving millions of dollars to the airport and sending it back to Somalia.
Airport?
Yes. I had a whistleblower come on my new video that we're creating. And inside the Minneapolis airport, for years now, you can even see it. Fox News covered it in 2017. They have been funneling millions of dollars in cash through TSA.
Through TSA?
Through TSA.
I saw something about this. I'm trying to see if it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I believe it probably is because they've.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Shout out to Minnesota for selecting y'all governor, y'all mayor, who's letting the city just crumble to the ground. Now you got a bunch of immigrants over there that don't want to leave, feel entitled, they feel privileged. They look at you as less than. They don't really care about nothing what's over here in America because what they said it themselves. They come over here, live our lifestyle, and just laugh at us. So you seen the video with the black guy, with the Somali guy now. He calling y'all trash, white people trash. You can only imagine what he calling us. And people just over here just with the size 12 shoes, just moving furniture all around the way they want to be and demanding the audacity about what they want and going to project to us. I don't know, man. A lot of these people need to get their mind right, man. And it's crazy up there in Chicago. Once again, the Brandon Mohawk Johnson, he up there, pushing people out, but upping the taxes, just trying to push y'all out of the city so they can have the most migrants. Because Chicago ain't nothing but blue all day. So we got to open up, man, and just wake up out here because these people having our way with us, man. So, but anyway, y'all leave a comment down below, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this scam, this fraud going on in dealing with Tim Waltz and Tampon Timmy. And y'all leave a comment down below. Y'all tell me what you think. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell and notification for all you new subscribers. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm out.